You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White Sports fans, we're going to be talking about Ron Rivera here in this video, the head coach of the Washington Redskins, now known as the Washington Commanders. They will always be the Redskins. Now, you guys know that he fined Jack Del Rio $100,000 for asking a simple question. But Jack Del Rio did not have the woke political narrative when it comes to January 6th and the BLM riots. And he crossed that line that you can't cross if you are involved in woke sports. And these athletes, these coaches, they have went full-blown woke. And it's pretty disgusting, guys, that Jack Del Rio was fined $100,000 for just asking a simple question. He never said that January 6th should actually not be investigated. He never came out and said that. He was just asking, why are you treating January 6th one way and not the BLM riots of 2020 the same way? That is a fair question right there. But Ron Rivera decided, hey, I need to be woke. And those comments that you made were hurtful. So we're going to fine you $100,000. That is completely ridiculous. But now, guys, Ron Rivera has come out now and changed his tune as to why he actually fined Jack Del Rio in the first place. Check this out, guys, over here on Outkick. The reason Jack Del Rio was fined by the Washington Commanders has now changed. Let's read this, guys. Washington Commanders coach Ron Rivera now says he fined defensive coordinator Jack Del Rio last week because him calling the January 6th breach of the United States Capitol a dust-up and asking about a violent protest during the summer of 2020 was, quote, a distraction. Quote, just so everybody understands, I've spoken to Jack multiple times on what has happened. What was said, Rivera said Tuesday in an opening statement to the start of the team's 3-day minicamp. Quote, I told him the decision, I was going to fine him $100,000 and we were going to move forward with this. We had a great conversation. We talked again this morning, and the big understanding, just so everybody understands, this is not about the fact that he exercised his right to free speech. Ron Rivera, are you serious? It wasn't about that. Because clearly it was. He goes on, he says, this is about him impacting the football team. That's the thing we all have to understand. I believe in the First Amendment very strongly. So in Jack's case, same thing. But the thing we all have to understand with these rights, these freedoms, comes a tremendous responsibility, and we have to understand that as well. And so this is about the impact that was made on our football team, the distraction it has become. It's a very serious question and topic, but at the end of the day, it did impact us, and that's why I did what I did. Wow. So Ron Rivera has just pretty much come out and lied about this. That is not what he was saying a few days ago when he laid down the reason why Ron Rivera was fined. He says he fined him $100,000 because of the distraction. And he says that he believes in free speech. That ain't what you said, man. Check this out. This is from a few days ago. Commanders Ron Rivera fines Jack Del Rio $100,000 over extremely hurtful January 6 comments. Yeah, I'm not buying what you're saying here, Ron Rivera. Not buying this whatsoever. Now, this is what was actually said a few days ago. Quote, Coach Del Rio's comments do not reflect the organization's views and are extremely hurtful to our great community in the DMV. As we saw last night in the Congress hearings, what happened on the Capitol on January 6, 2021 was an act of domestic terrorism. A group of citizens attempted to overturn the results of a free and fair election, where we heard that before. And as a result, lives were lost and a Capitol building was damaged. Coach Del Rio did apologize for his comments on Wednesday and he understands the distinction between the events of that dark day and peaceful protests. Ron Rivera is lying about the peaceful protests, but he's not getting fined, which are a hallmark of our democracy, Rivera continued. He does have the right to voice his opinion as a citizen of the United States, and it most certainly is his constitutional right to do so. However, words have consequences, and his words hurt a lot of people in our community. I want to make it clear that our organization will not tolerate any equivalency between those who demanded justice in the wake of George Floyd's murder and the actions of those on January 6th who sought to topple our government. This is what he said a few days ago. He got triggered by Jack Del Rio putting out those words about why can't we investigate the 2020 riots the same way you're doing with January 6th. Del Rio expressed that opinion and Ron Rivera got triggered. He does not respect Jack Del Rio's right to free speech because you fined him $100,000. And now you're completely changing the tune. Now you're saying, oh, he got fined because it was a distraction to our team. When Jack Del Rio, I should say, not Ron Rivera, when Jack Del Rio actually made that statement, he did it on Twitter. He wasn't even on the time of the Commanders. And then the media asked him, the next day about that. But this is ridiculous, man. Ron Rivera, man, you made some pretty dumb statements about the January 6th thing right there. And I believe you have every right to make that statement. I don't agree with your statement, but also I don't believe that you should be fined or lose your job or anything like that. But when somebody with an opposing opinion makes a statement, oh no, we got to find this guy. We got to find this guy, because we're authoritarian leftists right there. We don't believe in the First Amendment. We don't believe in free speech. Ron Rivera says he believes in free speech. No, he believes in free speech for the people that agree with his opinions. This is pathetic right here. Ron Rivera, man, just shut up. Just completely shut up. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.